All right, so we're diving deep today into the world of Hindu deities, and specifically, you seem really fascinated by Lord Shiva.
Yeah.
Particularly like his role as a teacher. Not just like the powerful god, but, like a source of wisdom. We've got all these excerpts that focus on that, right? Like you're searching for Shiva's wisdom beyond just the myths and legends.
Absolutely.
So that's what we're going to try and unpack.
Yeah, these excerpts really do highlight a side of Shiva that doesn't always get as much attention, I think. We think about his cosmic dance, the destruction, all these dramatic stories and images.
Right.
But these excerpts reveal him as a guide, like a beacon of knowledge, leading us towards something really profound.
Okay, so what's that?
Liberation.
Ooh, liberation. Okay. That's a big word.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Well, it's a weighty concept. In these texts, liberation is about breaking free from something called samsara.
Samsara?
Yeah, samsara. Imagine life like a hamster wheel, right? You're constantly running, but you're not really getting anywhere. Just going through these cycles, birth, death, rebirth, that's samsara. And Shiva's teachings are all about stepping off that wheel.
Okay.
No matter which path you choose, they're all about achieving this state of true freedom.
So we're not talking about freedom in just like a physical sense, like I can go wherever I want.
No, it's deeper than that. It's spiritual. Freedom from suffering, freedom from all the limitations of our ego.
Oh.
And from the endless cycle of desires and attachments that keep us tied to that wheel, to that samsara.
Right, yeah.
And here's what's even more interesting, I think. Shiva doesn't just teach about liberation.
Yeah.
He embodies it. The texts describe him as Jivanmukta. It's a Sanskrit word, but essentially it means someone who has achieved liberation while still living in the physical world.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So like he's not just talking the talk, he's walking the walk, right?
Exactly.
That's where the real power of a teacher is, right? Like you're not just saying things, you're actually living it. It's inspiring.
Exactly. And what's powerful about these excerpts, too, is they show how Shiva doesn't just offer one single path to this, right? There isn't one way to achieve liberation. He offers multiple paths. And we see this mentioned through the words yoga, bhakti, and jnana.
Okay.
Yeah.
So break those down for me. What are the key differences between those paths?
All right. Think of it like this. You have yoga, which is the path of discipline. This is about physical and mental practices.
Right.
The asanas, meditation, all of that, to purify the body and the mind.
Okay.
To try to ultimately have union with the divine.
Gotcha.
Then you have bhakti, which is a completely different approach that's all about devotion. It's a path of love and surrender to a personal god, Shiva in this case, right? And then you have jnana, and that's the path of knowledge.
Okay.
It's about intense self-inquiry, understanding the true nature of reality, realizing the self that...
So it's like, depending on what you're drawn to, whether it's like disciplined practice, whether it's like heartfelt devotion or like deep intellectual exploration, there's a path there for you. Like it's almost like a personalized approach to spirituality.
Exactly. I think that's one of the things that makes these teachings of Shiva so universally appealing.
Right.
They recognize that there isn't a one-size-fits-all. There are all these different paths that align with different people's, unique natures. And it's about finding the one that resonates for you to break free.
It's interesting how, even though we're talking about these like ancient Hindu texts and all that, I feel like these ideas are so relevant today. I mean, who hasn't felt stuck in some sort of like rut? Like whether it's a job or a relationship or just like a pattern in your life that keeps repeating. Is that our modern version of samsara, maybe?
I think you're really onto something there. Maybe that's why these figures, Shiva, all of these deities, why they continue to resonate throughout time periods and cultures, because they're tapping into these universal human experiences.
Right.
And offering these really deep insights into how we can transcend them.
Okay, so if these teachings, Shiva's teachings, are almost like this roadmap to liberation, and he embodies that liberated state as a Jivanmukta, what can we learn from him on a practical level? Is it about adopting certain rituals or certain beliefs? Or...
It's interesting you say that because the excerpts don't really focus on that. Like there's no rigid doctrine rituals. Instead, they highlight how Shiva's everyday actions become a form of teaching.
Oh, interesting.
Like he embodies the principles in every gesture, every interaction. So the lesson here is really about transforming our own lives, right, into a living expression of our highest values.
It's like that saying, actions speak louder than words, but it's like taking it to a whole new level. You're really embodying it.
Yeah.
It's not just a concept. It's about how you live your life.
Exactly.
It's powerful.
And if we can view the world through that lens, maybe even the most mundane, things that offer profound lessons. And so this is a question for you. What if we started paying closer attention to the teachers that are all around us?
Right.
And I don't mean the, designated teachers in a classroom, but
Right.
everyone, every person, every experience.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's a really good point. Like, we all part of this interconnected web of learning for each other, whether we realize it or not.
Yes.
And if we start to tune in, we can start gleaming wisdom from all these unexpected places.
Precisely. And perhaps that is the most valuable lesson that Shiva, the world teacher, is offering us. It's a way to see the world as our classroom, and to view every moment as an opportunity for growth and for liberation.
Wow, that's a lot to think about. And this is just like scratching the surface of Shiva's teachings, I feel like. There's so much to explore here.
Oh, absolutely.
We could keep going for hours.
Yeah.
But we encourage you to keep exploring these concepts, see what resonates for you. And until next time, keep seeking, keep questioning, keep diving deep.
Keep diving deep.
All right, we'll see you later.
See you later.